So I was on a walk 23 seconds ago, and look what I found on the street, a $5 bill! This must be my lucky day! Think of all the things I could do with the $5 bill! Hi, welcome back to a new installment of 5 and Below on the Switch eShop, where I question my sanity and financial stability. As per usual, I'll be browsing the Nintendo Switch eShop for a game I've never heard of that's $5 or less, and desperately hoping for a return on investment.
The thing about looking for trash on the eShop is that it's deceptively difficult. For one thing, there are instances where I'll see what could be the perfect game and realize it's out of my budget. Because as funny as a game called Nun Massacre sounds, it's also $6 and therefore against the rules.
Damn it.
The other thing you have to take into account is the sheer abundance of trash there is here. I can realistically pick any one of these games, but at the same time, I want to find a game that speaks to me personally. Which essentially turns browsing the eShop into looking for a needle in a haystack. Except instead of looking for a needle, you're just looking for more hay.
Correction, you're looking for the right hay.
I mean, it would be so easy to just pick any game here at random and just completely rip into it. I could make 1,000 jokes based off the name Crash Drive 3 alone. But that defeats the point. I don't want something easy, I want something I could connect with, something that grips me on a personal level.
Oh, I think we might have found it. Paratopic is probably the most important first-person game of this year. Oh my god, and it's rated M? Holy shit, say no more!
Alright, so let's see what we're in for. This is Paratopic.
Wait a minute, this is actually kind of a cool menu theme.
And I'm not really sure what else I'm gonna do, so might as well hit begin and wait, what's this? Paratopic has no save feature and must be completed in a single sitting.
Should I be worried?
Alright, so in Paratopic, you play as... well, you sure do play as someone. The game opens with this police guy talking shit on you because you were doing something illegal, I'm pretty sure. And then he says, alright, I'll be right back, I'm gonna go watch these tapes. Which is apparently a bad thing because these tapes contain... things.
We're like a minute in and I'm already hopelessly confused.
And then the police guy fucking dies.
Sounds about right.
I don't know, he goes back here into this room, there's a flash of light, and now bam, we're sitting in a restaurant.
Ah yes, exactly where I want to go after seeing a man die. Lunch.
Is that a bird eating the innards of a corpse? We get a phone call from some guy asking if we're ready for...
Sentence is over.
And now we're finally given control. Oh wait, no. It's still just the camera. It's been like 5 minutes now, and we still haven't been able to actually move yet. There is a gun on the table in front of us, so let's pick that up and load it, and now we're sitting at a completely different table with a guy in front of us.
I would like to mention that these transitions are super abrupt. There's no warning, no indicators, and they're seemingly at random. You'll just be minding your own business, and then the game will just jump cut to a completely different place at a completely different time. Son of a bitch.
So this new guy is sitting here talking to us about some job we have to do, and professionalism, and other stuff that I'm not really fully understanding or paying attention to. What is up with this guy's face? It's like sliding around his head, and the already low quality texture for it keeps dropping in quality even more. And what's going on with these camera angles? Every time I say something new to this guy, the game picks a new camera angle to look at him from, sometimes uncomfortably close to his face. And like, I don't even know who this guy is. I don't even really know who I am. I have no idea what's going on in this game. Well, it doesn't matter, because now it's time to randomly snap back to the table we were at before, and now we can finally move around. So it's time to walk through this door and... whoa, wait, whoa!
I still have zero comprehension of what I'm playing.
Who cares? We're in an apartment building now. We have to sit here and wait for this elevator for like 45 seconds, then walking into it immediately takes you up a floor, yet another jarring jump cut I wasn't ready for. So then we come across this lady in the hallway who says someone dropped something off in our apartment. Upon investigation, that something was a big crate full of...
It's tape.
Wow, hey, what the hell? I didn't even get a good look at it!
So apparently this crate is full of tapes, and this lady wants one for some reason. and she wants one so badly that she single-handedly earns the game its M rating. Oh, that's just uncalled for. However, we don't budge because if we gave her one, they would notice.
Have I mentioned how much I don't understand what's going on in this game?
So, no tape for Random Lady, she says she'll make us change our minds, and we jump cut into a car. Jesus, car moves so slow, and the road is so damn long, and there's nothing to do. I mean, I can turn on the radio. Also, every time I look away from the passenger seat and then look back, the object on it changes. I don't really know what it means, I just thought I'd mention it. And then bam, we jump cut into the darkest gas station I've ever seen in my life. Like, come on, turn the lights on. Anyways, you can talk to this shifty-looking cashier who ends up rambling on about a bunch of random stuff that doesn't really matter. Like, he talks about aliens and soda and how pancakes are an abomination against humanity and clearly inferior to waffles.
Oh, this game is fucking atrocious.
Alright, so it's time to get back on the road again. Let's grab our camera out of this crate for some reason and...
Oh my god!
For once in like the 20 minutes I've been playing this game, it did not do a jump cut to the next location. Instead, it did this little fade move where me and the car stayed in the same place and the world just faded around us. That was actually kind of cool. Hopefully we start seeing some more of that instead of just another jump. Okay, so now we're in the woods with our camera and we are following this glowing red bird around, I guess. We can also whip out our camera and take pictures of the lame, normal, not glowing birds, which serves no purpose to anything at all. Actually, this entire section in the woods doesn't really serve any purpose to anything at all, because we kind of just wander around for a little bit, and then we just jump cut back into the car.
No, I can't do this anymore. I'm so sick of being sick!
I don't even know what the point of getting back in the car is, because literally after a full 3 minutes of driving with nothing happening, we just come back to the forest again! Okay, so we wander around the forest some more, chase around the glowing red bird some more, come across some mysterious shadow person standing off in the distance, and then... And we're back in the car. Okay, another 2.5 minutes of pointless driving later, and we're back in the gas station. Once again, we can talk to the cashier guy who has nothing to say that's actually worth listening to. Listen, man, what's the point in telling me about all these tourist attractions if I'm never going to actually be able to see any of them? So whatever, it's time to get out of here. Hopefully the game is...
No, we're actually playing again!
That was so fucking anticlimactic. What the hell? The sequence was set up like 30 minutes ago, and this was the payoff? Okay, cool. What's going on here? You can pick up these tapes and put them in this TV, and they all just replay the exact same moment of you killing this guy again. Except for this one, which...
Oh my god, it's the scene from the beginning of the game with the cop who dies! What the f***?
Now, the game could have ended right there, which would have made a lot of sense, you know, coming full circle and all that or whatever, but no! Instead, we have another segment in the woods. This time, instead of there being a shadow person over in this area, there's a corpse on a stick. And there's also your camera. And when you pick it up, you call 911 about the corpse on a stick. And then the game ends. Oh wait, there's also achievements.
Well, I got a pretty decent amount of them, but you know what? I'm gonna do another real quick playthrough of the game to see if I can't get any more of them. And hey, maybe doing another run through will help me understand the story a little bit better. It did not.
To be fair, I did get a good majority of the remaining achievements. I didn't get all of them. Nor do I really want to get all of them, so I'm pretty content leaving it here. But, in terms of the game itself, I mean, it's not exactly the easiest to follow, so here, let me try and break it down for you. So, VHS tapes are drugs, I think.
Ah, yeah, I see good stuff.
Except instead of making you high, they do super f***ed up shit to you, like how it turned this lady's head into this, or it turned the cop guy's head into a TV. You, as the main character, are a VHS tape smuggler, I think. Or at least were a VHS tape smuggler, but don't want to be anymore. But you need to get your creepy old boss off your back, so you shoot him in a restaurant. But you also like driving out to the woods to take pictures of birds, except there was this one time where you went out and got attacked by a shadow person who killed you and skewered your dead body onto a pole, and then somehow you came back to life and went back to the woods and found your own corpse, and you also got arrested for smuggling VHS tapes, and the cop who arrested you watched one and had this happen to him.
And yeah, it's Paratopic. Okay, look, I ripped into this game pretty extensively, but in all fairness, it's not that bad. There were some things that I actually liked.
I thought the soundtrack was pretty cool. It's like this weird atmospheric techno or something like that. I thought it fit the vibe pretty well. And speaking of which, I mean, this game caught my attention with its shitty graphics, but it's pretty clear after playing it that that was 100% unintentional choice. And I mean, yeah, it's kind of a weird choice, but I also think that if you're going to try and emulate the PS1 N64 graphical style, a horror game is definitely the best use for it. And yeah, there definitely is a horror element here. The game's not really that scary. There's honestly not ever an actual threat, but I think the game does a pretty good job of at least creating a feeling of uneasiness, and I think the soundtrack and art style really work together to create that feeling.
But yeah, this game's a mess. The story is present, I guess, but there's so much I didn't understand, and the game kept randomly jumping around between locations and times that it was just impossible to follow. And as a result, I feel like a lot of the horror element was lost on me. There were like 2 moments where I felt like I was supposed to be scared, but I was just too busy trying to make sense of the situation that I didn't have time to be scared. And because of all of that, I feel like I can say that nothing happens in this game. The reason it says you should beat the game in 1 sitting is because it doesn't even really take a full sitting to beat. I'm serious, it takes like 40 minutes to get through the whole thing, and it feels like half of that is spent driving the stupid fucking car. And the other half is occupied by aimless wandering, talking to characters you know nothing about, and trying to piece together a very loose skeleton of a plot. The one thing I do want to say though is that Paratopic ended up impressing me. I mean, I went into it expecting utter dog shit, but it was way better than I was expecting it to be. That being said, and I feel like this should go without saying, but I have nothing against the people who made this game. For one, I really respect what they were going for. There are a lot of interesting ideas at play here. And for another, I mean, they've still made more of a video game than I have. Art is all about trying something new, and if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. You can always try again and take critiques from last attempt and try and improve on them. The important thing is that if something makes you happy, then you should keep trying at it until you make something that you're proud of. Ah shit, there's DLC. Well, let's check that out, I guess. It's a music player. It's an extra $1 for a music player. Money well spent.